One moment.
Good evening.
Come in. I was just washing.
Gentlemen, this is Professor Schenko. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good.
That is my wife.
I know. You haven't left the country since her death, have you?
No.
Then you should look forward to Tokyo.
The party has ordered me to make a lecture tour.
I know. That's why I am here and why these gentlemen are here. By the way, did you know that Comrade Koski here was our national pistol champion? And Baliakan is our leading judo expert. They will accompany you to Tokyo.
Accompany me?
Of course. You are a world-famous figure. Author, philosopher. You are a credit to our society. You are a national treasure, one could say. No harm should befall you. These two will surround you with a circle of protection. Their presence should discourage anyone from breaking in or out. You understand?
Yes.
Yes?
Your pigeon is here. The gray-haired man in the bar. Yanoshenko, one of their top political philosophers. He wants to defect if we can get him away from those two playmates. In case you don't recognize him, Baliakan, black belt in judo. Koski, an expert in small arms.
Oh, wonderful. You just made my day. Where are they staying?
Savoy Hotel. I'll get a floor plan and a copy of their itinerary. You're staying at the Summers house, right?
Yeah.
Teaching his kids to play tennis?
Yes, I am. How deeply is Summers in this?
All the way. Interested businessman. We've used him before. He's anxious to help, and he's a great student of Schenko's. I'll get the stuff to you this afternoon.
Fine.
Play a lot of tennis, Kelly. You'll have to be in great shape for this one.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Mr. Summers.
Hello, Yuzo.
Did you have a nice trip, sir?
Yes, thank you very much. Where's my daughter?
In the library, sir, with Miss Donna and Mr. Scott and Mr. Robinson.
Oh, yes. How's that?
Wonderful. I don't know what you're doing, but it certainly feels interesting.
I'm glad.
Daddy, you're home. Oh, I'm so glad you're
Oh,
home.
so am I, so am I. Donna?
Mr. Summers, did you have a nice trip?
Excellent, thanks. Has Lynn been behaving herself?
She always does.
And studying?
It's coming along fine.
Kelly, Scotty?
Sir?
How is she? How's she coming along with her tennis?
Great. A few more lessons, she'll be ready for Wimbledon.
Well, right now, she better get ready for her history lesson.
See you later, Daddy.
You bet you will.
Honey, be careful of that shoulder. Now, keep it warm, and then a little later we'll go over it again.
Thank you. I have a heat lamp.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. What a teacher to have, huh?
Well, I think she certainly would solve the dropout problem.
I think she would.
Gentlemen, shall we get with it?
Yes, sir.
Schenko is a world-famous political philosopher dedicated to Marxism. Only now he's had enough of it. He's come around to our way of thinking, that freedom and democracy are much better ways. Now, I won't go into the enormous propaganda value of his defecting to us. What is just as important is his intimate knowledge of top echelon men behind the curtain. When he gives us that knowledge, it'll give us a big plus in negotiation. How far we can push this one, how stubborn that one, or how vain. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Here's his schedule. He lectures at 3, tours the university, returns to the hotel at 7, leaves again at 8 for a reception for the embassy. Now, the hotel is the place to spring him. Here's the floor plan. Schenko is here.
That's the penthouse. If we can get one adjoining here.
Nope, no go. Penthouse suites are reserved for foreign notables and heads of state.
Oh, that's too bad. Connecting room there could be a big help.
That's what we need, Ned.
Well, we got one. We got a connecting door here.
No, not a door, Ned. We're the head of state.
Well, we don't have one of those.
My man, have you never been head of anything?
Oh, I was head of the stamp club in 1952.
Well, that's an excellent beginning, Mr. Ambassador.
Ambassador.
I believe you have received my cable.
Yes, we have a reservation for you on the...
I shall need a complete translation of the trade agreements and send those cables that I dictated to you on the plane. The key, please.
Pardon me, Mr. Ambassador. My name is Reavers, Allied News. What are your reasons for picking Tokyo for your meetings with the Australian Prime Minister?
No comment.
Prime Minister.
Is it true that you're going directly from here to Washington for talks with the President?
No comment.
President.
Yes, and what about the rumors that your nation may soon join with the British Commonwealth?
British Commonwealth. Welcome to the new Otani Hotel, Mr. Ambassador. May I offer you the choice of any of the 3 penthouse suites?
And you, of course, will find proper accommodations for the rest of my party.
Oh, certainly, sir.
One question, sir.
I must ask you, please, do not disturb our
Yes, sir,
guests.
this is my living.
Mr. Takamaritsu, please take care of the best.
Thank you. Would you like one? You have a cigarette?
No.
They're very mild.
Thank you. I will.
Perhaps I too will take one.
Mr. Ambassador, I trust you will find this suite satisfactory.
I think I will.
May I show you the rest of the facility?
No, you may not. Thank you very much. Tell the boys at the office that I thank them a million times.
Did you, Miss Jan?
Certainly.
Go all right?
Yes, you fool.
Oh, will you stop that? It's still latched on the other side. Did he get the message?
Give him time.
Well, why don't you slip into something more comfortable, Martha, and we'll go to work.
I will take this. We would not want any cause to disturb you, Professor.
A little rest, comrade professor?
Yeah, it has been a tiring day.
For all of us. Relax, Professor. Relax.
Yeah.
Yakin.
That's great. We've drawn the judo champ.
We gotta get him out of this somehow.
Yeah? Just a minute. Igor! Telephone.
Yeah? No. I don't understand.
We're dreadfully sorry to disturb you, sir, but we've just had this package delivered at the desk. We'd like to know if you'd care to have it sent up.
I think maybe you have the wrong party. Exactly what do you want? Yeah? No. That.
Make some coffee.
The Albert suite, please.
Garsky!
Yeah?
Hosky, trouble. We had a tip there will be an attempt to take Schenkov away.
Take the professor. Quick! Quick! He's not here!
Cosmetics, notions, and ladies to wear.
Relax, Professor. We'll be out of this in a minute.
Shall we go back up?
Okay.
Pick a number, Professor. That's the floor we'll get off on.
Stopped. Do something with those buttons, man. Punch something.
They're controlling it from the lobby.
They must have gotten up upstairs. Impossible. They didn't stop anywhere.
Would you hold your finger right there, sir, and don't take it off? These gentlemen are in a great hurry.
Transportation all arranged?
We should have confirmation shortly.
Well, we certainly want to thank you, Jeff.
Glad to help. Thank you, Yuzo. Particularly in this case. I've read every book that Mr. Shanko has written.
Go ahead, sir.
Please. Thank you. I, too, wish to thank you, gentlemen, for what you have done.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just wanted to say goodnight.
Bedtime already? Sleep well, darling. And go right to your room. No last-minute television.
Good night.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Good night, love. We gonna have a game tomorrow?
Donna, too. You'll like that.
All right, champ.
Especially the Donna part.
Mr. Summers, you have a delightful child.
Thank you, thank you. She's my pride and joy and everything I've got. Hello? Yes, Captain. They'll be there. No other passengers, you understand? Thank you. Gentlemen, you three will board our freighter, the Island Trader, at Mondo Pier tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. For this trip, you are Mr. Smith.
Perhaps things are happening too fast, but I am at a loss. You, private citizen, doing all this. Special boat making special arrangements. And you, gentlemen, risked your lives. All this for me. If I were nuclear scientist, I would understand, but I am only teacher.
Yes, and you're about to teach the greatest lesson of your career. When a man, having had the convictions that you've had and turning from them toward freedom, why, it's got to make people stop and think and examine.
Perhaps at least will come understanding.
Sir, why don't you try to get yourself a little sleep?
Why, I couldn't sleep. I know my friend Koski and Balyakan are not sleeping.
We've taken every precaution, sir.
They also took precautions. But I am here. I'm sorry, my friend. I didn't wish to seem ungrateful. I'm sure you know your business, but I know my countrymen.
Come in.
A caller to see you, sir. A Mr. Merritt.
Merritt? I don't know any Merritt. Tell him...
He says it is in regard to a special cargo sailing on the Island Trader.
Better get him out of here.
Sure, it'll only be a minute. Send him in, Yuzo.
Ah, Summers. I'm Gordon Merritt.
Mr. Robinson, Mr. Scott.
Pleasure. Beastly hour for a business call, I know. Don't care for it a bit myself. Who was it who said, man's a total failure if he has to work 1 minute past tea time? Ah, that's better. Such a bursitis this hot weather doesn't help it at all. 4 cups? I'm not replacing anyone, am I?
Not at all.
No.
Now, what's this about the Island Trader?
Oh, yes, the trader. Well, quite simply, I have a client who is rather distraught that a certain cargo is scheduled to leave Tokyo on board your freighter. My client feels, and rightfully too, that this cargo should be returned to him. After which he will, of course, accept your explanation that it was all an embarrassing mistake.
You may tell your client that it is he who is mistaken.
Please don't misunderstand me. My client is a businessman. He doesn't expect to get something for nothing. He is quite prepared to offer you a similar item of comparable value. A barter, a fair exchange.
Exchange?
Yes. I've been empowered to illustrate to you further the exact nature of our part of the barter.
It's Lynn's. She was just wearing it.
Yes, until just a moment ago.
Watch it. Lynn? Are you here?
What is it, Mr. Summers?
Is Lynn with you?
No, isn't she here?
They got her, Kelly. They must have been waiting in the room for her.
Chet, they won't hurt her. She's too valuable to them.
She's my life, Kelly. I don't care what you have to do, what price you have to pay. I want her back.
We'll get her back. Go back to bed, honey. It's going to be all right.
What's the deal?
As I said, a simple barter, a fair exchange. My client's house guest for yours. Details to be arranged later. Any questions? No, I didn't think there would be. You will instruct the captain of the freighter that he's not to expect his passenger. In this instance, it's better that Mr. Smith should not go to Washington. Yes. I'm leaving now, gentlemen. It would be a disaster if you attempted to hold me.
Ah, yes, I just love jazz.
That's what I like, a nice, dark, quiet, inconspicuous street.
Shocking, really shocking. What passes for music these days, I mean. Hello there. I've been expecting you. Shall we go in and chat? Right in here, gentlemen. Very nice. You can get a table somewhere back there. Oh, Keiko, you come in here for a moment. Ah, that's a good table. Why not sit down right there? And now, will you have something to drink? Coffee. And? And a gin for me, my little lotus blossom. Well, as the poet said, but were there ever any writhed not at passing joy? Shelley.
Keats.
Keats? Do you want to wager?
I wouldn't. It'd be a cold deck. He's a Rhodes Scholar. What about the Summers child?
Oh, must we talk shop, gentlemen? It's a waste of time.
You are a businessman.
Yes. I'm glad you've grasped that. And as any good businessman, I serve only one employer at a time. No sellouts.
Do you have a price?
Please, my dear Yankee Croesus, don't tantalize me, I beg of you, with visions of gold and swimming pools and motor cars. No, 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 it would only depress me. Yes, of course, I admit to an appetite for a higher standard of living. But if I took your money, directly thereafter, I should no longer be living. No, no. Why don't we drop the subject? There's nothing to be gained. Ah.
Honey, listen, why don't you leave the bottle?
Excellent. You're going to ply me with liquor, aren't you? So many people these days forget the little niceties. It won't work, of course, but it is appreciated. Your very good health. Rotten stuff they have here.
But there could be another approach.
Yes, I suppose physical violence is another way. Tempting, I suppose, to the two of you. You're both so young and vital. That wouldn't work. Very simple reason. That whatever you would do to me to make me talk would be as nothing compared to what they would do to me if I did talk. You see. You've an idea what they do to informers. They're not human, gentlemen.
Well, we have a lot of errands to run.
Mr. Merritt, enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much. Are you sure it was Keats?
Stanzas. In a drear night of December.
Yes, yes. A scholar in this wasteland. My room is just in the back. We must talk again.
Count on it. Merritt couldn't be bribed. He's too frightened to turn traitor.
No, gentlemen, we must agree to their terms. I shall return to my country, and your daughter will be brought back to you. It is simply a return to the status quo of a scant few hours ago.
No, there's still a possibility. It's a long shot. You got to get us a lot of cash right away.
Just a minute.
Merritt, by heaven, I'm glad we found you, sir. Oh, about the room, sir. You need help.
Oh, this is
The
terrible.
room needs help, sir. The pitifulness of your 3-inch
Actually,
TV.
this is a real tenement a go-go. Do you know that?
You are persistent ones, aren't you?
Haven't I made it abundantly clear there's nothing I can do for you?
However, by the magic of what you said, there's something we can do for you.
You know that this room is in need of leather.
Cries out for it.
Real
Definitely cries out for
It's
it.
very
Look,
kind of
it
you,
is
but I
lovely.
really don't deserve it.
Well, listen, we live like this. Why shouldn't you?
Spare it in the old expense account. Don't worry about a thing.
Right.
Look
Now,
here.
check
Look here.
this
Did you
out.
see that?
Look at this now. If this doesn't suit your palate at all, we know a little gnome that owns his own cellar.
This is Napoleon brandy. 39, possibly the last 12 bottles left in Tokyo. Cigars, show the cat cigars now. Look here. Excellent brand of cigars, sir, and what is brandy without one?
Have some.
Here you go. Go behave yourself now. Look out now.
The transparency of your little scheme amazes me. I'm rather disappointed in you. I expected more of a Rhodes Scholar.
Careful, gentlemen.
I see the point. You make it look as if I've sold out to you, and then, of course, I'm forced to cooperate with you, eh? Well, really, gentlemen, tell me it's not so, eh? Allow me to preserve some illusions.
Well, how can we? Because you found us out completely. That's it, sir.
It won't work, you know. They'd never believe that I'd be guilty of double dealings.
Oh, no? Well, you just wait and see.
Well, for a few paltry dollars I can count you, you know, your whole plan can be completely negated. All I've got to do is withdraw enough money from my own bank account to make it seem as if I've bought all this stuff, eh? And then what happens to your precious plan, eh?
Right.
Well, you should have thought of that before.
Yes. Right. Careful of yourself, sir.
Out of my way! Get out here!
Do you think he will ever forgive us when he gets to the bank?
No need to bother you with all this, Mr. Nakai. Just a simple withdrawal of funds.
You list your balance at $2,360.
Yes, I think that's the correct figure. You see, I'm going to renovate my digs.
That was your old balance. It doesn't take into account the deposit made today.
Deposit?
$10,000 was added to your account this morning.
10th. No, they can't do that. Does anybody else know about this deposit?
Our own people.
What do you mean, your own people?
Me, my assistant, my staff here. The tellers, the bookkeepers.
No. I won't take this money, I tell you. It's not mine. You can't force this on me, you know. I have my rights. I beg your pardon. Nakai. I wonder, have you another exit here, a side door? Yes, thank you. So much.
Mr. Merritt?
Gentlemen, you might as well stop all this nonsense. It won't fool anyone.
Well, let's give it a fair try anyway.
Probably won't work anyway.
You're not worried about it, are you, Mr. Merritt?
Certainly not.
Well, I hope not. Because if you were, we would help you out of the mess you've got yourself into. We would protect you.
Just tell us where the girl is.
That's utterly impossible.
Of course, you know your loot's building up, and pretty soon your friend's going to come around asking questions.
You don't frighten me. You don't have a prayer. I'm not going to crack. Not Gordon Merritt.
Mr. Merritt, such a surprise. Lovely. I'll never be able to thank you enough, but I'll try.
Thank me. I never gave you that. I don't have the money for it.
Keep it in good health. Come on. Hi there. You ready to talk to us now?
No, never.
Well, maybe we can...
Let's discuss it in the car.
Well, I'm not going anywhere in your car.
Well, don't be silly. This is not our car. You think we could afford a car like this on our salary?
Your car, man.
Mine.
Right. Your very... Listen, show him the initials right here on the side. Your own initials for all the world to see. You'll enjoy this car, sir. Give you many years of satisfaction and grace.
and it's a wonderful make. You can't keep this up indefinitely.
Oh, yes, we can, until you tell us where the girl is. Then, if you don't, then every day's going to be like Christmas, every minute on the minute.
That's right. We are from the Fort Knox country. You remember that? I think you better shape up and tell us what we want to know, because you're going to run out of time long before we run out of money.
No, they trust me. They never...
Hi.
All right.
All right, what?
I'll tell.
Okay, where's the girl?
No, not yet. Not...
Forget it, let's go.
No, you don't understand what I mean.
Try it.
I'll tell you when I'm safe, when I'm on board the ship.
Call Summers, have him get in touch with the captain, tell him we're coming aboard. We'll be in the car, come on, get in.
All right, now, how about it? Yes. Are you sure they can't follow us?
You're safe. The girl.
Right. Yes, well. No, wait. That window.
Come on. Well, is he going to make it or not?
He's already made it. We've lost that child.
Any news, Mr. Summers?
Nothing. Nothing. Well?
It worked. Barrett told us where she is.
Thank heavens.
A little tough for a while, though. He got nicked by a bullet. They're patching him up.
Need your help. Going to need about a dozen of your best men.
Where do you want them?
Bring them right here. We'll spring the trap around 11:30.
Get me the American Embassy.
Lynn will be all right. I mean, nothing will happen to her.
Oh, sure, Holly. Everything's going to be fine. We got a few details we got to iron out, though, first, okay?
Mr. Robinson, you never did tell us where the child is.
I know. Keep that line open. No calls go out of this house. We want somebody to make a move.
Barrett didn't tell you.
He never got a chance to. They killed him. I'm sorry, sir. There was no way to tell you. This one we got to play out our way.
If Barrett didn't talk...
We figure there's an informer in the house.
Someone's at the garage, sir.
Right, that's it.
These teachers will moonlight, won't they?
If there's any trouble, kill her.
I still refuse to believe I missed that man.
You go lock up. I'll follow you in my car.
Let's go, Teach.
Not a sound.
Okay.
What about Donna?
She went sleepy by, man.
All right, down to business.
Yeah, how?
Well, if they see it's a trap, and they got Lynn,
Unless they can't see.
well, you better hurry up, because the natives are getting restless.
She's got a blindfold on, hasn't she?
Yeah.
All right, it might work. It's been a night full of long shots. One more won't matter. Come on. Back out of here.
Who's there? Who is it? What is it? The gun. The gun. Get the gun.
Lynn, it's Kelly.
Kidnappers in here.
Two of them in the back and there's one in the front. All right.
Come on, sugar. Now you'll be all right. We're all right, honey. You'll be all right.
Gonna be okay. All right.
And it's
Get you home to your dad.
Yes. Bring that food here, you beautiful snowballs of the sky. Flowers of my love, my warmth and tenderness go with you and say, how high. Yes, candy apples of my tooth.
Your worship.
Speak, fool. No, thank you, my dear. I do not drink, but I will look at your ring. Yes.
All right, your
grace.
Your grace.
Speak, knave.
How long are you gonna do this?
I like this. I like it. I probably like nothing even more than but I love this.
Yes, your kingship.
Speak, fool.
You are no longer the ambassador to Cucamonga. You know that.
You know it. And I know it, but do they know it?
Come on, I'm trying to get some rest over here, Jack.
Thank you. Flashing of food, yes. Then what? Hello? Yes, the manager, please. Remember when I was the ambassador and you played the reporter?
Yeah.
Well, just give a listen. Hello, sir? Yes, there's remember the reporter Well, he's up here again, and he's being somewhat of a gadfly. Would you please send up the bouncer? Now, what do you think of that?
I wish you had not done that. You're scum ship. Because in all truth, I live here too. I pay half the freight on these digs because it comes off of my expense account, as well as your own, in case you have forgotten. I would like to get a nap here. And when the bouncer shows up, it's going to be a bit of a problem because actually I will take that. All right, you started this. Now I'm going to finish it. You think for 1 second that any bouncer is going to throw me out of this? Hi.
Hi.
I wouldn't care if... my liege? My liege. Oh, who would this charming child be?
The bouncer.
The bouncer.
Bouncer.
I don't believe a word of it. You wouldn't dare. If you so much as lay a hand on me, but, Your Grace, by your leave.
Kill me with this fool. Kill me. Kill me.
Now then, how did you find Manila?
In the Philippines.
Yes, I thought so.
And I also found an assignment.
Isn't that wonderful? What?
Here he is. James K. Winthrop. He's a special emissary to persuade the Japanese government not to convert $3 million into gold. Or else we're going to have empty bins in Fort Knox.
No good. We can't have that. Well, what makes him special?
Well, his close friendship with his Japanese counterpart, who happens to be a highly influential member of the Japanese Finance Committee.
All righty.
You want to go in?
Yeah.
Mr. Nagai-san?
The man on Winthrop's right is Mr. Takata. He's a very proper, very austere type gentleman, and very, very moral.
All righty.
On the other hand, Mr. Winthrop has a reputation for chasing the chicks.
Is that a fact? Does he catch many?
Well, he had a very wild thing going here about 10 years ago with a cabaret singer. He seems to like to show girls quite a bit. Have you figured out our assignment yet?
No, don't tell me. Let me not believe it for about 7 years.
We don't have time, man. Assignment is to make sure he attends to business and to make sure that he keeps the image pure.
We have got to keep him away from chicks.
See to it.
Mr. Winthrop Eliska sent me.
He doesn't really let too many grasses grow under his feet. He just made a date with that girl.
And you're not doing your job.
I'm sorry about that. He's rather swift.
Oh, excuse me, please. I want to get some cigarettes.
Oh, sure.
Well, if Mr. Carter finds out about that flower girl, then there may not be a meeting.
Yeah, all right, all right. Does he know who you are?
No, he thinks I'm some jazz buff that speaks Japanese and knows all the hot spots in town.
All righty, you stick with him. Like a glove, and I will see about breaking his date with the flower girl. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Honey, there's been a change in plans.
What?
Come on, I'll tell you in a cab.
What about him?
Yeah, he's the change in plans. He's a terrible square, anyway.
Yeah, I hate that. Is he one?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
And you?
Me? I'm with you. Quarterfinals against the Australian champion, but he didn't play fair. He kept hitting a ball where I couldn't reach it.
Did you ever play at Forest Lawn?
Hills. Forest Hills.
How can you play tennis in the hills?
Speed, stamina, cunning.
Cute. I wish I wasn't going to be so busy.
Well, look here, now, at least you're going to build me a drink, aren't you?
I'd love to, but I have a date.
Well, but if your date has any class, he won't be here until after dark.
All right, I'm going to build you a drink.
Thank you.
One for the freeway and then you leave.
Oh, listen, that's all right. Never mind.
What?
Well, all I really wanted, in all truth, was a story about that flower girl switch.
I didn't think you'd notice.
Oh, I have very rapid eyes. How'd you do it?
Very easy. Oshima.
Well, who's, Oshima?
I don't know. Some guy I met at the club.
Oh, well, you made a deal with him, huh?
Mm-hmm. $50 to tell Mr. Winthrop Eliska sent me. And if he asks me for a date, another 50.
Well, what was supposed to happen to Mr. Winthrop when he got here?
Who are you, anyhow?
Do I have to be somebody?
Not if you're just cute and don't ask a lot of questions. Moshi Moshi. Yes? Yes, he is here. Somebody knows you are here.
Yes. Scotty?
Big Jim's feeling youthful again.
Is that so? What? Stay with him?
Well, I'm right behind him. He's headed your way.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. I promise. No more questions. Now, listen, but I don't have anything to do. And you don't really have anything to do either, so let's do it together.
Have you got $50?
Well, I have a lot of credit cards, and so let's go down to the Ginza, and we will hoist several of these, and we will have a few laughs.
I like that. Let me get out of this cornball kimono.
Well, wait a minute. You look wonderful the way you are. hurry it up, honey. I still got to get back to the hotel and change my suit.
Okay, baby.
ウィントル将軍に全部の技を示して、金さんにこの騒ぎを届けに行くからな。
Honey, can I give you a hand?
And do I look?
1 million yen. Let us go.
Ganko, what are you doing here?
Oh, don't tell me. It's your long-lost badger husband.
He's the bouncer at the club.
Is that so? Mr. Gonko, Mr. Gonko. Well, it is indeed a pleasure. I've always admired your work. I'm awfully sorry, but I don't happen to be Mr. Winthrop, but we can't ever win them all. I have to be running along now, but I will try to do...
Ganko, you leave him alone. He's a friend of mine. Now, would you please go over there and apologize? Ganko, put him down. Ganko is a friend of mine. Put him down. No!
Scott, what are you doing here?
A friend of mine is in trouble in there.
Oh?
With the police and everything. So, why don't you just take off, huh?
Yes. New Otani Hotel, please.
Jones, by heaven, I'm glad you've come.
Yes, well, they're wonderful party favors you have there.
Sorry you had to miss the party. I had to trade these in for my shoes.
I never thought of you as being a carouser.
I did it for a friend.
Yes, well, listen, officer, do your duty, sir.
Well,
take him away.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. There's been a mistake. Hold it. Is that so? I think it's wonderful of you to show up, sir. Hey. Just calm yourself, Woody. It's been wonderful knowing you now. Behave yourself. We'll see you in about 20 years. Very sad case. Something like yourself.
Did you take care of everything, Mr. Winthrop?
Well, the police have agreed to drop the matter. And I think I've managed to pacify the young lady.
Well, Mr. Winthrop, I want to thank you very much for your help.
Frankly, Robinson, my first instinct was to let you clean up your own mess. But it seems that you're a tennis player of some prominence, and our image would suffer unless I interceded for you. In the future, I hope you comport yourself in a manner that won't embarrass your fellow Americans. I'm going back to the hotel, Scotty. Try to keep your friend here out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
That man is from the objectionable side of his family. You talk about hypocrites.
Don't blow your cool, champ. I got a cab waiting for you outside.
Follow that cab, driver. walked in there? Was he kidding or what with all that yelling at me?
No, he wasn't kidding. You took his woman.
Oh, you kidding? You didn't tell him that they hired her to frame him.
No.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm taking his lumps for him. And that sumo Godzilla is chewing my leg off. And he thinks that I stole his woman, and you let him think it. That's beautiful.
Maybe you ought to join the Peace Corps.
They got a special on this week?
Yes, they do, called No Bright Lights, No Glory, No Flower Girls Bringing Presents, called just The Glory of Glow from Within.
It's wonderful. I'll have £1.25 pound of that. I haven't had any glow now in about a fortnight.
That was a heck of a party they had for you. All the photographers in town were there.
Hell. You know anything about economics? You ever study that stuff?
I took a few courses.
Well, give me a rundown, will you? But keep it small and simple because of the size of my brain.
Well, the dollar is backed up by gold.
Yeah.
And our reserve is at its lowest since 1938.
Sorry about that.
Now, if all the countries turn in their dollars, then we're going to have a lot of paper and not enough gold.
Well, if they succeed in sabotaging old Winthrop, what happens then?
Well, of course, they will probably devaluate the dollar, and our economy will be in a lot of trouble. And, of course, well, he is vulnerable.
Well, you know it. You'd think with all that at stake, the man would settle down and tend to business.
Well, what worries me is the man he's doing business with, Takata. Now, of course, they're friends, but Takata will stand for no hanky-panky, and just a roving eye will queer a deal with Takata.
No hanky-panky, huh?
Yeah.
Not a roving eye.
Right.
What do you think about the wonderfulness of roving over to the corner where our ninny would get out and go straight to the home of Hanky? Hanky. There's our choir boy down there, right in the front pew.
Well, now he's got a souvenir.
Yes. Maybe he'll stuff it and put it on his mantelpiece and make quite a conversation piece.
Did you say stuffed?
Isn't he wonderful? Come on, Scotty, we gotta get him out of here.
How?
I don't know. We'll convince him of the error of his ways. Argue with him.
How am I going to argue against a girl that looks like that?
Tell him her mother's a cop. Tell him his mother's on the phone. Now, come on, do so. Here, buy him a drink. Give him one of these.
Now, listen, he's going to have a big head when he meets Takata.
Well, as long as it's on him and not under his arm.
I'll be cunning.
I hope so.
Scott, we seem to keep running into each other tonight. I thought you were looking after your friend.
Well, I got him safely tucked away, and I figured I've earned a little fun.
Well, Robinson's escapade unnerved me. I just dropped in for a little nightcap. Won't you join me?
Yes, but you let me pick up the tab on this one. You've done enough.
Well, that's kind of you.
The drinks for the Americans. This one for the ones still seated.
I needed that one. I think I could use another. Do you suppose you could order us one while I make a quick phone call?
Certainly will.
Good of you to see me, Miss Yana.
You saw me.
Oh, yes, it's an excellent performance. My cab driver gave me your message. You're a friend of Eliska's.
Aliska, yes. Please come in.
Well, he said he was going to phone.
Well, you better check the men's room.
Right.
We gotta find this man before he falls asleep.
He looked like he had a hard night.
It's been a bad week.
Oh, sorry, girl. No, not just that. Half an hour. I'll be right back.
Who is it?
Open up.
What do you want?
Autograph.
What?
Come on, I want your autograph. Open the door. Kick it in.
Just a minute.
You can't sleep here.
Ah, I don't want to sleep. Get Winthrop out here.
Go away.
Winthrop. Winnie. What are you in there?
Look, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna call for help.
Give me a key.
What key?
Come on, honey. Give me a key for the door.
Find it.
Hey, watch it. Let me go.
gotta
What are you
have that key,
doing?
sweetheart.
Let me go. Help! There's a man in my dressing room. Come and get him. Quick. Hurry.
Hey, fellas! Let's stop fellas again. Hold it. Hold it, everybody.
Thanks a lot, champ. My camera. My camera.
No, man. Hey, no, you don't need to. Come on. You want to make a career or something? Come on.
You could use some publicity, Jim.
It's bad publicity, man.
Come on, I'll give you a negative for it.
I'll buy it from you. $28.
How about 30, Jim?
There's 30's a lot of money now. I paid her $30 because.
Paper junk. It's cheap. 写真撮りましたか？はい。Let's go. Wake up. Cal.
It's me and I'm drunk again.
No. Listen, come on. Come on, we gotta catch up with Ito.
No, we don't have to.
No, we don't. I think you work better when you're drunk.
Leave the call for 7:30.
Mr. Robinson, come in here. Quickly, please, quickly.
Nothing quickly today, sir.
Would you like some breakfast?
Never.
How about some coffee?
No.
How about a drink?
Scotty, there's a large noise in this room. Would you turn it off, please?
This is Joe Banning, Cal. He knows who we are. He's all right.
Wonderful, Joe. How are you?
How do you do?
Joe, you have a great right hand right there.
I must say, I was enormously relieved when Scott told me. Naturally, I assumed that there'd be security, but after last night, I was beginning to worry.
Joe, you must have knocked last night's operation. A lot of us gave it a lot of our heart. How's Winnie?
Well, our eminent leader had a little too much last night, and he cannot make his appointment to pay his respects to Mr. Takata.
Well, then we must phone Mr. Takata and offer apologies and go back to bed.
Scott and I were wondering what protocol to follow.
Yes, and protocol says that a visit must be made by a ranking member of the mission.
Wow, let's send the ambassador.
Oh, but this, I'm afraid, is under the circumstances, I think this should be kept in the family.
Well, Joe, you're his personal secretary.
Oh, but this is a much too important note for a mere secretary.
Nobody has to know that you are a mere.
Well, Joe and I have come to the conclusion that there's only one man that's right for the assignment.
Let us by all means get him.
Scott, I don't know about this thing. You know, this is the kind of decision that should be made at the highest level.
Well, can you get one in an hour?
Naturally not. And if Robinson makes a fiasco out of this, it's the end of my career.
Me? Yes. Me?
Yes, you.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Then you have to be kidding.
I never kid.
More tea, Mr. Robinson?
No, thank you. It's, tea's wonderful, but no, thank you.
Perhaps you would prefer something else.
No, not at all. As I say, the tea is excellent. It's not really the tea. I guess it's me. May I be frank with you, sir?
I agree there's merit in speaking out, frankly. To accept, as it were, the necessity of putting aside the amenities and coming straight to the point.
Yes. Well, I endorse that, sir, yes.
Then, if I may speak bluntly, is there perhaps some connection between this malady of the Honorable Mr. Winthrop and certain disturbing rumors which have reached my ears.
Rumors? Rumors, sir. Rumors can be found on every street corner. And surely a commodity in such large supply can never be of great value.
Please, Mr. Robinson, we agreed to speak bluntly.
Yes, we did. After you, sir.
Can you deny these stories of drunkenness, immorality, of riotous behavior, of police interventions and arrests?
No, I can't. No, it's true. But I think the whole truth has not reached your ears, sir. Actually, you see, a certain athlete, an American here in Tokyo, a tennis bum, we call them, managed to get himself in exactly the predicament that you are describing. In any event, Mr. Winthrop, out of the goodness of his heart, took the time from his busy schedule to intercede for this young man.
Do you know this to be true?
I was there, sir. Yes, I scarcely left Mr. Winthrop's side since he arrived in Tokyo. I can assure you, sir, that from the moment he stepped off the plane, he has had but one thought in his mind.
Of course, the conference. Mr. Robinson, you cannot know how greatly you have relieved my concern.
Oh, good.
I have dishonored an old friendship with doubts.
Sir, he will never learn it from my lips.
Discretion is the mark of a true diplomat.
Oh.
I predict a fine career for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I can't tell you how delightful our little meeting has been to me.
Your visit has done nothing to lessen Mr. Winthrop's hope for success at tomorrow's conference. As evidence of my good wishes, I am sending him an ancient elixir to hasten his recovery. Now, this is made from strained sea kelp and ground octopus eye. If taken every 4 hours, he will be sound as a dollar.
Very good. Rest assured, sir, I will see that he takes every last drop per your instructions.
As for your own health, a draught of the same tonic. Drink it, Mr. Robinson.
Now, sir?
Yes.
You don't put anything with it, water or anything like that?
No, as is.
Strained sea kelp and ground eye of octopus, do you say, sir?
A baby octopus. Drink it. The odor can be overcome with practice. You'll feel better immediately. A telephone for you, Mr. Robinson.
Hello, Robinson here.
Scott said to call you. Give you this message. The Lone Ranger rides again.
What?
I'm afraid Mr. Winthrop is on the loose again. I received a call of alarm from Scott. He's at the Onsen Baths. Meet him there. Quickly.
Right. Thank you.
This bath is occupied. Scott, now what are you doing here? Now, don't tell me this is a coincidence.
No, sir, I followed you.
You followed me? By what right?
Keep you out of trouble.
I'm an intelligence agent. I've worked with Kelly Robinson.
A tennis player?
It's just his cover. He stood in for you last night with Seda.
He had no right to interfere in a personal matter.
Personal matter? There was a plot to ruin the mission, and so was that scene in the strip joint. We better get out of here before the plot thickens and maybe succeeds.
If you're implying...
Not implying anything. You started chasing girls before you unpacked.
Chasing girls? Me? Now listen, those women all claim to be friends of Aliska's.
Aliska's?
She's a woman I used to know a long time ago.
Cabaret singer.
Well, yes, she used to sing in a cabaret. How do you know?
We have a dossier on you.
She's an old and a dear friend. And I simply tried to look her up. And that's the truth.
Well, then I apologize. I'm sorry, but everything we've heard about you and all the reports on you, I'm sorry.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like a little privacy to sweat out this headache. Can't be locked.
Well, it is. This is a plot to smear. They'll do anything to torpedo the conference. Please, this is not the time.
Do something. Get him out of here. Offer him money, offer him anything, but get him out of here. No. Get him out of here.
Kelly, baby, you look sharp. Yeah. You feel like taking my picture? Not today. Didn't pay for the last one.
Yanko.
No good. No good. Bad bet. And I'll cover it.
Yes, you lose. Sotto le mattere.
Close the door, Ito. Causing a draft.
Not a very dignified pose, gentlemen, but I always try to cooperate with the press.
Ito, get out of here. There seems to be something missing from your total picture here. Could it be a girl?
How about 4 girls?
Aha, holding their breath.
No, you fool. Mr. Winthrop, come on out of the water before you're hit with a girl.
Hit with a girl? Sounds like a charming fate.
Yes, my
friend.
friend.
What have you got in mind?
Have you got a handkerchief?
Yes, it was.
Let
What
me
are you
have it.
doing anyway?
I will produce for you a magical trick. You notice during this trick, my fingers never leave my forearm.
I hope not.
Oh, wave a hand. Abracadabra. Will you get that out, Ellie?
What does your dossier tell you about Aliska? That she was a stateless person, an entertainer in a cheap cabaret, frequently raided by the police.
That's the way it read, sir.
But it doesn't tell you the kind of woman she was. Warm and gentle. And I loved her.
Could happen.
We had 6 months together. And then I was transferred back to the States. tried to take her with me, but it was impossible. Immigration, red tape. She was a stateless person. It would have taken years. I couldn't face her. I left without saying goodbye.
Yeah, well, a boat has a habit of sailing whether you say goodbye or not.
I wrote to her, and she answered me once to tell me she was having a child. I sent money immediately, but she didn't answer. And after a few months, my letters came back unclaimed. I never heard from her again. Now I've come back. I have to find her if I can.
Well, maybe we can help after the conference.
I appreciate all you've done. I got word from Takata. He told me of your visit. And he implied that he was considerably impressed by you, which can only help the mission.
Yeah, he's a fine old gentleman. I wouldn't take any of that tonic here, though. Well, that stuff is really too much. It's made out of fried octopus hips or something like that.
Eliska! After all these years. No. I've been trying to find you. Yes, of course I do. Yes. But I'm here on a mission for my government, and the conference starts tomorrow. After that's out of the way, Now, please try to understand, Eliska. It will only be a few days. Well, it wouldn't be prudent to meet before. Yes, of course. All right. I will, Eliska. She wants to see me.
When?
Tomorrow.
Before the conference. You told her no.
It was, like an ultimatum.
Even an old scandal is going to ruin you with Takata.
Kel? I hope you'll forgive me for saying this, sir, but isn't it possible that out of her own bitterness, she could be working with Ito to discredit you?
Well, I couldn't blame her. I have to see her.
Well, all right. Not tomorrow, though. Tonight, before she gets a chance.
To embarrass me?
That's it.
Which proves a point. Always say goodbye.
Now, listen, we're going to be going by every 15 minutes. You make sure you catch us on the first pass.
Do my best. James. Winthrop. Would you tell your mistress I'm here, please?
James?
You shouldn't have come here.
I couldn't wait for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
So you called. You said tomorrow morning.
I didn't call.
You didn't call.
You must leave at once.
I can't. I have to talk to you. I've got to know about the child.
There is no child.
I don't understand. You wrote me.
There never was a child. I wrote that letter because I was hurt. Because I wanted to hurt you. I don't anymore, James. You've got to leave.
Please, Eliska. At least, let me do something.
There's nothing to do. Just silence.
Get into the truck, quick.
What are you... Listen, if you're going to rob us or hold us for ransom or something, I'm telling you, sir, this... I must be frank, and Scotty, tell him.
Well, I mean, we're penniless. We don't even have a yen to buy a bowl of kelp.
You're not that worthless. You led us to Eliska. We knew about her, but we couldn't find her.
Eliska? Do we know an Eliska?
Oh, listen, there are many exotic places and lands in Eliska. Well, how's that come? Baked or?
The beloved of your Mr. Winthrop. We will give them their few moments.
Cupid with a gun.
In 20 minutes, we will raid their love nest. And Mr. Takata will know about it. And Mr. Winthrop and the mission will be destroyed. Get into the truck.
Get smart now.
Rico!
Winthrop, where is he? Mr. Winthrop!
Eliska? Eliska!
Hiya, Mensch. Who are you? What's the meaning of this?
Winthrop, we got to get him out. There's going to be a raid.
There's no one here by that name.
We brought him here personally.
Eliska! Why are we being disturbed at this?
Mr. Takata. Mr. Takata.
Mr. Robinson, what are you doing here? And who is this?
Well, never mind who that is. This is the same guy, I believe, that we've all... Mr. Takata.
What he's trying to say is that there's going to be a police raid, and we knew you wouldn't want to be found.
You're quite right, gentlemen. I should not want to be found here. If you will excuse us, Eliska.
Yes, of course.
Gentlemen, follow me.
Eliska, goodbye.
Gentlemen, Oh, you are still very young men. But am I not right in believing that you are understanding ones?
Well, we try to be.
Yes. There are those who own a philosophy of one life, which not everyone subscribes to.
That is quite true, sir. You will run across some blue noses wherever you go.
My friend, Mr. Winthrop, I hardly believe he would understand.
No, I don't think he would. However, discretion is a pearl of great value.
And silence, gentlemen, is golden.
I'm for that. Me too.
I thank you.
Boys, I will say it's been an experience.
Well, we made out a little better than the last time.
In every way. First, there's knowing that Eliska won't want for anything. Well, she seemed comfortably situated, didn't she?
I don't think there's any problem there, sir.
And then there's the success of the mission. Thanks to you. I intend to see that you get proper recognition for this. Yes, of course. A publicly acclaimed agent is
a dead one.
All set, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you.
All right, sir. Good luck.
Take care of yourself and behave.
Right.
Bye.
Man, it's too much.
Well, I hate to be honest, but I think things are going to be a little dull without him around.
Dull? How can you be talking about dull? An exciting profession like the one we have. I'm ready for another assignment right now. Aren't you?
I'm poised.
I'm delighted that you said what you did, because I have an assignment for you seated directly opposite you if you will take a fix. Got it? You are to keep men away from her.
Certainly.
Other men. Excuse me. I wonder, can I be of assistance? They've been moving something back and forth. Those tire marks weren't here last night.
Well, where is she?
Don't worry, she'll be here.
Who's that cat in the water? In the water over there. Who's that?
No good, Jack.
Knew her? She was an agent for your government assigned to work with us.
Mr. Scott seems much moved.
Well, he knew her a lot better than I did.
Most evil man to do this thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Robinson, I have been told by my department to take you on faith. Up to a point. We have reached that point. Now, what is this all about?
All right, Captain, it's time you knew.
Good.
A few months ago, somebody stole a large quantity of radioactive elements out of one of our atomic installations. Isotopes of cobalt and strontium-90. American agents traced the theft as far as a small village on the coast of South America. There, the trail got muddy. It switched from vague rumors of the isotopes to these. And the trail of these has led us all the way to Japan. Those are diamonds.
They're like sand.
Industrial diamonds. Individually, they're almost worthless. But without them, half the world's industries would have to close their doors.
But you are after stolen isotopes.
Yeah. The trail of the two are bound together. Somehow. That much we know. Find the diamonds and we find the isotopes.
Well, what is the connection between the two?
She found out. A few more minutes, she would have told us.
Maybe she told us after all.
She had it clenched in her fist.
It's an oyster shell. Imitation. Looks like plastic.
It is. You can pick it up in any tourist shop in Osaka. It's a cheap souvenir, an item. Good for keeping bobby pins, earrings, and stuff like that. You know, they have some of the greatest pearl-bearing oyster beds in the world, either side, for miles around. Does that suggest anything to you, Dr. IQ?
Yeah. And one of those oyster beds has now got a lot of phony oysters in it. Full of diamonds.
Give the gentleman in the balcony 10 silver dollars.
Good afternoon, sir. What village is this?
Nenta Yumorideska.
Straight as old gentleman.
Konnichiwa. Nenta Yumorideska.
What do you say it was?
Freely translated, this is a place without honor where the samurai is dead.
Well, it's the name of the town, or he's just feeling a little grouchy today?
No, it's just a feeling of shame or disgust.
Well, that still doesn't tell us much. Most old men have a right to be disgusted.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
You're sure you speak Japanese?
I can't understand it. These are the friendliest people in the world, the strangers.
Not today.
I think we've just rounded third base, Pally.
It's about time. What do you think, Doctor?
This is astounding. Absolutely astounding. I cannot believe it.
What is it? What is it, sir?
cannot hear anything.
What frequency, sir?
All the time.
No. I'm talking about kilocycles, Doctor.
I never use that.
Never uses that. 3:18 p.m. oysters will emit no sounds. Incredible.
Hey! I found something. Oh. I beg your pardon, sir.
Help you, gents?
Good afternoon, young man. I hope we're not disturbing anyone.
Folks are trying to get their work done.
Yes, well, we certainly don't want to interfere.
Then don't.
Might we not talk to someone in authority?
Talk to me.
Well, the truth of the matter, sir, is that we've come to listen to your oysters.
Yes. With your permission, of course.
Yes. You see, after a close and highly scrutinized research, which was brought to us by Dr. Feldensorn during the time just before he left us, we have been able, with this device, to record the mating calls of 21 oysters.
All righty.
Yes, this is the famed marine ophthalmologist, Dr. Laurel. I'm his assistant, Dr. Hardy.
I don't think folks want you fooling around with their oysters.
Oh. Well, I wonder if we might ask someone.
You just asked me.
I'm afraid he has you there, Doctor.
Yes, well, I hate to be rude or anything, but I wonder, might I ask, what is your authority, sir?
Well, I'm a health officer for the government. We're a team. Been some sickness in the village. We're checking it out. You don't want to catch anything, right?
Oh, my, certainly not, no.
You speak English very well, sir.
Yes. Well, we missed our lunch, though. I wonder, would it be possible for us to have something to eat before we go along?
It's all right with me, but there's no restaurant here.
Oh, we have sandwiches.
Sit down over there and eat and go.
All right.
Third base nothing. We just slammed the ball clean out of the park.
Well, I'll tell you, one home run doesn't make a whole ball game, and they look pretty well organized to me.
I think you better turn that Geiger counter on and leave it on.
I can't. The batteries are low.
We got a couple more.
Yes.
I don't feel like sliding into home plate and finding out later it was made of strontium-90. You'll be walking around dead and never know it.
You promised you wouldn't do this again.
What?
Peanut butter jam and mayonnaise.
That's great.
With Swiss cheese.
Eat it. You grow up strong like Daddy.
アメリカのお医者様ですか？
はい。
私の友達のお母さんが病気なんです。お願いします。どうか助けてください。
What is it?
She heard we were doctors, and she wants us to see her friend's mother.
おい、そいつらの邪魔せんと早う仕事場に戻り。
Babyface Nelson doesn't seem to like the idea.
Is that so? Yeah, but you know what?
What?
She's prettier than he is.
Would hate to have to put you in quarantine, gents. Just hate to see you catch something you weren't expecting.
Ready to catch whatever you got, Charlie. You go back up the beach and tell that to your girlfriends.
Well, you're getting pretty bad in your old age.
You're getting bored, too.
Mickey Mouse Show.
fever. It's not too high.
Look at her hands, like a sunburn.
Yeah. What did daughter say?
Nausea first, progressive weakness, finally this, all in the past few days.
Well, why can't they get a doctor?
Because Babyface and the boys have sealed the town off. Nobody goes in or out. Go back.
Scotty?
Hmm?
Sure.
Plug this in.
Oh, no.
We found the isotopes.
そしてこの人のお父さんは死にました。あいつたちがこの村に乗り込んできて、そして今は何の期待もなく何かが起こるのを待っているだけなんです。
Well, whoever it is we're up against, it certainly isn't Babyface and his boys. They're just doing their job for the man upstairs. Somebody who can put his foot on the throat of the village and keep it there almost a whole month.
What about the woman? How was she poisoned?
Well, she said the oysters did it.
The what?
Well, each family out here owns an oyster bed, like property on land. My father was an elder of the village. He was a highly respected man. And Babyface and the boys came in, took over the oyster beds, and terrorized the whole village. All but the father of this family, and he wouldn't knuckle under, so he tried to get out of the village. So they stopped him and told him politely they were going to make an example of him. And pretty soon his oyster bed, the central portion of it, went bad. Nobody else, just his.
They poisoned his oysters with the isotope? I don't believe it. That's out of somebody's comic strip.
That's what the father thought. He and his wife, this woman, brought up the oysters by hand to examine them. And every one of them was dead or dying. Well, the father was burned, too, of course, but never got a chance to show. He went after Babyface, and they killed him. When they got their point across with maximum clarity, without the oysters, there are no pearls, and this village dries up and blows away. They couldn't take the chance that the same thing might happen to them, so the people knuckled under. And they wait.
For the man.
For the man.
Tell her we're not doctors, will you?
She guessed that already.
I don't even know her name.
May.
As in spring?
Right.
Where are we going with May?
To her house.
Where are you going?
I'm going to her house, too.
I was afraid of that.
お二人様には先ほどこの娘が申しておりましたが、私どもを連れてあの人殺しの悪い奴らを私どもをお連れになって、あの人殺しの悪い奴を。
What's up?
Simple request from simple people in trouble. May saw the gun under your coat. They don't know who we are, but they want to buy the gun. They want us to kill Babyface. Doesn't look like much, does it?
Nope, it doesn't.
That's the entire wealth of the village. All there.
What's in the pot?
Stewed rabbit. It's a delicacy, man. Somebody's wife spent all day cooking that. Listen, Kel, these people need a job, and they wouldn't kill us.
It might.
Well, we could give it a try.
Well, we can't be making waves here. We gotta sit tight and wait till something happens. Something breaks. We don't want Babyface. Who needs him? We want the man. Tell him that. Ask him if they have any idea when he might come.
How's tomorrow morning? That soon enough? Face down on the floor, arms out straight. Now, gents. I kept telling you this wasn't a healthy place, but you wouldn't take the hint. Now it's a definite quarantine. For openers, you gotta learn who is in charge. What up?
That's him. The kid from the beach.
All right, hold it. Anything that we cannot finish, don't... All right, come on, Jack. Scotty, will you sit down? Look out, he's got a weapon.
Myself, sir, I have nothing but talent. Charm and warmth for you. At your service.
Anything?
No. You see those invisible magic blocks I threw?
Well, I don't know. It hurts a little bit right back in here.
Yes, that's it.
This is Beach Blanket. Come in, Chilepe.
Make your report.
The water is smooth and calm, sir.
The 2 Americans
Got him under control. Not going to be a problem.
and the general?
Good shape, sir. He talked to us this afternoon. Says his government is ready to do business. He'll be here soon.
The general is not to be trusted. He has tried to betray us before and he will try again. Put him through as soon as he arrives.
Yes, sir.
私のおじさん、仏をとても信じているんです。この村の人たちからは神様のように崇められています。
Your father?
It's your uncle.
He's pretty spooky.
He's a Zen master.
Master of what?
Archery. It's a religious art in Zen. Once they're turned on in meditation, it's practically impossible for them to miss a target. He's pretty spooky, I'd say, yeah.
A handy weapon to have. How about borrowing?
No chance, man. It's a very special weapon. Unless you're used to it, it's too difficult to control.
What about him? Would he use it?
Not against another man, never.
This is Beach Blanket. Come in, please.
Report, please.
The general is here, sir.
Put him on.
My government accepts term and condition. Payment in full upon delivery of cargo.
Very good, General. Beach Blanket.
Yes, sir?
Tomorrow morning, 6 bells. All village personnel will work through the day without break. We must be finished by nightfall. Is that clear?
Clear, sir.
Make the general as comfortable as possible. Good night.
All right. Okay.
Oh, I'm very sick. Tell her that I am very sick.
Listen, I just don't understand it, man. I get beat up just as much as you do. I never wind up with a beautiful girl. Every time I wake up in some alley sleeping next to some snoring wino.
Well, that's part of basic training, man. Didn't you take that course? Advanced Hero Lumps, it's
I'm
called.
afraid I never had any of the good courses.
もっと安楽にして差し上げられたらよろしいんやけど。
That's all. I'm going directly to sleep.
Man has arrived. It looks like an invasion.
It looks like D-Day out there. Must be about a dozen of them.
All we got is a weapon only one man can use, and he won't.
Sir, any questions for these gentlemen?
No, either kill them or put them to work.
Well, fellas, what's it gonna be? You can do an honest day's work and live an extra day? Or cash in now? Whatever you think is best.
Listen, I don't mind doing an honest day's work. I mean, air filling the lungs. What do you say?
No, I think it's a wonderful idea. Definitely is.
I think you made a right decision. こいつら外へ連れて行って仕事させんねん。はい。出ろ。Out!
My instructions to you were implicit, I thought. All indigenous personnel will work today.
He can't work, sir.
Indeed.
He's a holy man. He meditates.
Beyond work. Like the Sangoma.
Sir?
The witch doctors of my country. Were it not for their lies and petty foolishness, the beliefs they instilled over the centuries, the Zulu nation might have survived. Instead, we are slaves in our own land. Every leader of value forced into exile.
Ubaba.
He has a weapon.
It's not a weapon, sir. It's part of his religion. If he used it against another man, he would lose his soul. That's what they believe.
An unknown man with a weapon is unknown, except for his weapon. Today he will work. Tomorrow he may meditate.
Yes, sir. おじいさんすまへんけどな、今日からアンさんにもやっぱり仕事してもらわんと。
You look puzzled, General.
Your Highness, you accept large sum of money was advance consideration for deliver your diamond. Also, to obtain the isotopes on our behalf. I see no diamond, no isotopes, no evidence of them. Do you deceive us, Your Highness?
No.
Then where is your cargo?
Just now at the bottom of the sea. Come along.
Amazing, ingenious,
foolish, and dangerous, and needlessly expensive. Forced upon us by your repeated attempts to steal my cargo during our prolonged negotiation.
Not so, I protest.
Your men were caught on my ship searching for the diamonds. They talked, mentioning you specifically by name, sir. Understand me clearly, sir. Any further attempt to steal my cargo without payment will result in disaster for both of us.
お前らの中から選んでちょっと借りる。さて皆これからほんまのこと言わせてもらいますね。おい、俺の言うことよう聞いとけや。ほんまにおもろいことはこれからやで。仕事が済んだ思ってジタバタする奴がおったらバラされるか痛い目に遭うかもっとどえらい目に遭うかどうか知らんで。まあみんな行儀を並んでその辺で聞いといてや。ほっとそこで結構や。みんな行儀をなんだか。お前らの中から3人の別品を選んでちょっと借りる。つまりお前ら優等生が漁業を輸出するための人質や。髪の毛一本も触らずに返すつもりやけど、もしドイツか殺に密告しくさったら3人ともバラす。中から殺に密告しくさったらちょっと私の女房だ。生らが漁業をするための。
They're taking hostages. He says they'll be well taken care of. Return safely.
Sure they will.
等生らが行儀をするための人質や。
This one, too.
どうもご苦労さんでした。もうすぐ終わります。せやけど最後にもう一回はっきり言うとくけどな。一人でもさずにめちゃくちゃしゃばりきたったらまたお前ら挨拶しますね。どうしますか？ええか？決済が料金おこしくら。決済が料金おこしくらったら。決済が料金おこしくらったらまだこれで。おい待て！もう行きました。It's all over, except one little thing. The folks here need one last memory to keep their mouths shut. And you're it.
Make a break for the servants, all we can do.
Which way is that?
Come on.
Shoot on command now. All of our lives depend on it.
He's already lost his soul, man. He's got nothing to lose. He'll do it.
Well, it's been a charm knowing you.
Yeah, right. Oh.
Yes. Warm for Japanese currents.
Bayete Nkosi.
Sakabona Mfana.
Yebo. Sakabwana Baba.
The Zulu greeting to the king is given from the knees, Mr. Scott. preferably with the forehead touching the ground.
In South Africa, not in South Philadelphia.
We presume your presence here means bad news ashore.
Your men are dead, so's my partner. Fortunately, you have the women. By the time the villagers get up enough courage to call in the authorities, you can be long gone.
Well, those men had completed their function. And as it happens, we are just now at the point of departure. Now then, with your partner dead, we will assume that your presence here means you are prepared to offer your talent, skill, and background to our organization at a fee somewhat higher than you enjoy at present. Correct?
You need men?
We have men.
Oh, really? All right, then. You tell this one to kill me if he can.
All right, up! Up! Up!
Let's go.
This man would, without question, break your skull and disembowel you at an instant, Mr. Scott.
Maybe.
In any case, we would not risk his life for you. For 10 like you, 100. He and each member of my crew, and 1,000 more that you shall never see, are at once my brothers and my sons. We exchange a kind of loyalty not known in your world. A kind that can never be bought. Fukulu umyango. My name is Kitswayo. Does that signify anything to you?
The last Zulu king.
Betrayed and destroyed by the Boers and the British almost a century ago. Since then, we are slaves in our own land. A condition you may conceivably be familiar with, Mr. Scott. I am the great-grandnephew to the last Zulu king. That drop of royal blood was of significance to the mining interests of my country. They took me as a child abroad to school, to England, when I came of age. They felt they had bought my loyalty, just as you now propose that I buy yours. And I was sent out into my land to recruit my own people for the mines, which I did. But not quite as they envisioned. You see, the Judas goat had plans of his own. Look over the edge, Mr. Scott. Years and the efforts of 1,000 men lie at your feet. Then again, to whom does one sell industrial diamonds in bulk? To a nation, of course. One in desperate need in their headlong rush to industrialize.
That figures. And the isotopes go to the same place.
Unless we are attacked, yes.
And what if you're attacked?
No one gets the diamonds or the isotopes. The Zulu nation invented the scorched earth policy in the 1820s, Mr. Scott. We have a belief in it. In case of defeat, leave nothing.
Just dump the isotopes on the diamonds.
You are a bright chap. It's a shame. But as you have seen, loyalty is the key to our existence. And loyalty cannot be bought. Go down, Mr. Scott, and join the ladies. If you cannot be bought, perhaps the gentleman with your background and knowledge might be sold. We shall see. Join the ladies, Mr. Scott. Walala. Scotty, jump! Throw down your weapons!
We need an interpreter.
You want me to translate that whole entire...
I'm not asking you to narrate, man. Just a few key phrases will do.
I have to lay over here. I don't even have a blanket to keep me warm.
Sorry about that.
You're a sadist.
ものすごく悪い奴らなんです。私たち恥と恐れの中に住んでいるんです。そしてその中にあなた様たちまで巻き込んでしまって。
What did she say?
Nothing. Go to sleep.
She's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. Tell her.
おまわりさん、誰も来てくれないんです。それで私、あなた様たちが天の助けかと思ったんです。
Scotty, please.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to swallow my cyanide pill.
You haven't got one.
Well, then I'll eat one of your lousy sandwiches then. That ought to do it.
I'm falling in love, man.
Do everybody a favor and fall asleep, please.
Pure and shining. For the first time in my life. And she will never know because you want to go to sleep. Now, that's the lowest.
You should have thought of that before you made those lousy sandwiches.
本当に私たちの悪夢にまであなた様たち巻き込んでしまったこと、お許しくださいね。
What'd she say? What did she say?
Nothing.
Come on, man, I'm not kidding. Now, what did she say?
She said she doesn't like you. You're not her type. You got funny eyes.
Scotty?
What?
You're lying to me.
I wouldn't lie to a best buddy if there was one in the room.
Scotty.
What?
Listen, man. No more mayonnaise on the peanut butter. Deal?
All right. Okay, I'll translate.
Too late. She's asleep.
আগ্রাসন বহু মায়ের বুক খালি করেছে। রেহাই পায়নি সদ্যজাত শিশুও। চলমান সহিংসতায় প্রায় অর্ধশত শিশুর ঠিকানা হয়েছে কবর। হাসপাতালগুলোর দৃশ্য আরো মর্মান্তিক। মৃত্যুর মিছিল দীর্ঘ হতে থাকায় স্বজনহারাদের আহাজারিতে ভারী হয়ে উঠেছে বাতাস। আর আহতদের মধ্যে মৃত্যুর সঙ্গে লড়াই করছেন যারা, তাদের আর
কি বেরহম, নির্লজ্জ, বেহায়া জালেমগুলো হাসপাতাল পর্যন্ত রেহাই দিচ্ছে না।
কিছুই করার নাই গো কাকা।
কিচ্ছু করার নাই?
কি আর করার থাকবো কন? দুর্বলের মায়ের খাওয়াটাই নিয়তি। দুর্বলের পাশে কেউ থাকে না গো কাকা।
হ্যাঁ ফজলে মিয়া, ভালোই বলছো তুমি। দেখো না সারা বিশ্ব কেমন একদম চুপচাপ নিশ্চুপ হয়ে আছে।
সবই সার্থক কাকা, যে যার ধান্দায় আছে।
9, 10, 11, 12, মোট 12টা আছে না?
বিকালের মধ্যে পাবো তো?
সন্ধ্যার দিকে আসেন,
লেট করেন না কিন্তু।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, লেট হইব না।
নতুন নাকি?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
হ্যাঁ নতুন, কয়দিন ধরে আসছে। নাও সন্ধ্যার মধ্যে ভালো করে করে রাখো।
হ্যাঁ
তাড়াতাড়ি আসো, বসে আছে তোমার জন্য।
আইতেছি। কি রে বাপ, খিদা লাগলে খায়া ফেলবি, আমার লাগে বয়া থাকবি না।
কত কথা শোনে। দেখি তোমার প্লেটটা দাও।
শেষ। আরে ডিম ভাজি রে। তুমি নিলে না?
আমি পরে খাবো।
পরে আর কি খাবা?
সবজি দিয়ে খাবো না, আমি ডিম দিয়ে খাবো।
কেন বাপ, সবজি খাবি না কেন? সবজি না খাইলে বড় হবি না, বুদ্ধি হইব না।
হ্যাঁ কর, মুখ খুলে না দেখছো? আর স্কুলে ভর্তি করাই দেওয়া দরকার না?
হ্যাঁ দেওয়া তো দরকার। তো মাত্র ঢাকা শহরে এলাম, স্কুলে ভর্তি করালে তো একটু টাকা পয়সা খরচ হবো। টাকা পয়সা জোগাড় যন্ত্র করতে হবে না?
সামনে একটা স্কুল আছে, আমি গেছিলাম। আমার মনে হলো যে ওখানে খুব একটা খরচপাতি লাগবো না, ভর্তি করাই দিই। আরে
ঠিকঠাক মতো খোঁজ নিছো? মানে ভালোইব?
ভালোই তো মনে হইল।
দেখো তুমি যেটা ভালো মনে করো।
সারাদিন তো টোটো করে ঘুরে বেড়ায়, কই কই যায়, কাগো লগে মিশে, কিছুই তো জানি না। আর এখানে তো কারো চিনিও না।
কি রে বাপ, ঢাকা শহরে এসেই দেখি বন্ধু পাতায় ফেলছিস। তা একটু পড়াশোনা করতে হইব না? হ্যাঁ করতে হইব তো। এই যে তোর পুরান স্কুলের যে বইগুলো আছে, ওইগুলো নিয়েও তো একটু বসতে পারস না?
জিগাও তো পড়ে কিনা। আমি পড়ি তো। আবার মিছে কথা থাবর তুমি।
থাক, তুই এখন খা। আজকে আমি তোরে নিয়ে পড়তে পাবো, ঠিক আছে?
হা কর, মুখটা খুলে না। হা কর, বাহ পানি নিয়ে আসতে।
এটা হইতেছে কাজের আনন্দ, নবকৃষ্ণ ভট্টাচার্য। মৌমাছি মৌমাছি কোথায় যাও নাসি নাসি, দাঁড়াও না একবার ভাই। কি রে এখনই ঘুমাস কেন? একটু পর। ওই ফুল ফোটে বনে, যায় মধু আহরণে, দাঁড়াবার সময় তো নেই। এত হাই তুলতেছিস কেন?
বাকিটা কালকে পড়ি।
কালকে পড়বি?
পড়তে বলেই ঘুম আহে না?
আমি অনেক পড়ছি।
আবার
কই দে, পেন্সিল দে, আমি তোর এই শব্দার্থগুলো লিখে দেই, এগুলা মুখস্থ করবি।
তুমি দোকানে যাইবা না?
যাবো তো, আর একটু এগুলা দেখা দিয়ে যাই। এগুলা তোর বাসার কাজ, ঠিক আছে? এগুলো মুখস্থ করবি। যে আহরণ মানে হইতেছে সংগ্রহ করা। আহরণ মানে কি?
সংগ্রহ করা।
সংগ্রহ করা। তারপরে হইছে
biết. Thật là thật thật. Nhiều tuổi học chung. Hiểu. Thế chỉ có Tấn nó mới hàng đầu với Tấn. Gặp nào được không? Gặp nào được? Hôm qua lần đầu tiên gặp yêu Hiếu đấy. Hôm qua lần đầu tiên gặp yêu Hiếu. Hôm mà có sang nhà. Chắc chắn không gọi? Chắc chắn không? Xe một ai à? Xe kìa đang nhắn tin. Căng vậy, nhắn tin căng vậy thầy. Tôi gặp thằng này liên tục vậy. Phải chấm nó khỏe là gặp nó liên tục à, cho tao. Đó thì là 5 rưỡi về. Thằng này đánh cái đéo mà cũng thua liên tục về chôn búa tử thân mà. Yêu ăn đi à? Chắc không à? Không tin. Không tin à? Hack tiếc à? Hack tí ao. Và ra hack đây. Ra hack 33 tuổi hack đây. Xóa cái này, xóa cái này, xóa cái này đi. Auto mở trứng cho bố. Rồi con voi à? Cho broccoli 5 mặt thiền cút rất thế nhỉ. Sống tốt 5 round à? Round này xong. Xóa tiền nhỉ? Xóa tiền không? Cùng mày nào. Câu 2, câu 1, câu 5, gì thua gì. Tôi dám nhót rồi. Ông Quang. Đây à, giám đốc FPT xong. Sao người ta 43 máu vậy? 5 round sống 5 round nhỉ? 43 máu sống 5 round của anh em. Anh nào? Anh nào? Anh nào? Anh nào? Anh nào? Cháu Hiếu à? Chú Hiếu tiếp đi. Là Hiếu à? Gì giống vậy? Vui mong. Lý à? Hỏng rồi, anh đi rồi, anh đi rồi. Khỏe đấy, tanh khỏe quá, tanh khỏe quá. Làm phép rồi chứ. Nào, thằng này chết, biết rồi. Yes, tới cuối. Ui, được rồi. Hết rồi, hết máu rồi, chơi được, chơi kéo rồi. Hết máu rồi. Trùng búa à? Sao mai ba huyện thần tài trùng búa? Ba huyện thần tài trùng búa à? Đó, nổ gì anh không nổ đâu. 5 round kéo rồi. 20 round 5 round sống không? Không, anh thử xem có 5 của đâu. Cái gì à không? Cầm đi. Đúng mà xuống. Cầm đi, có chết đâu.
Mày thân tai muốn ra mà nổ.
Không nhặt được. Bán từ nãy rồi nó mới ra. Bữa ấy tao không xoay tao chết trước lâu rồi. Bữa ấy tao xoay tao mới đép được thêm một chút nữa ấy. Chết lâu rồi. Kéo ra từ đấy một tí cay một chút. Không ngủ à? Tao gặp cái thằng mạnh nhất đấy chứ. Cái thằng mạnh nhất cái sự chôn đấy. City ra từ loại 2 anh đã full rồi. Và nó broccoli. Có hiểu. Nuốt broccoli và tận 2 rau nữa, sống 2 rau, sống 2 rau nữa em. Ai sao mày lại cười nó
টিকটক কুইন হইতে যা যা লাগে, মানে নাচ, গান, অভিনয় আর শাবনূর মৌসুমীকে হারায় দেওয়ার মতো এইসব যা কিছু সবই মালার আছে। অথচ আসল জিনিসটাই নাই, একটা ভালো স্মার্টফোন। আমি আমার জীবন দিয়ে ভালোবাসি মালাকে, মালা তার জীবন দিয়ে ভালোবাসে টিকটককে। অবশ্য টিকটককে মালার ভালো না বাইসাও উপায় নাই। টিকটক কুইন হইতে যা যা লাগে, মানে নাচ, গান, অভিনয় আর শাবনূর মৌসুমীকে হারায় দেওয়ার মতো এইসব যা কিছু সবই মালার আছে। অথচ আসল জিনিসটাই নাই, একটা ভালো স্মার্টফোন। ফলে আমাদের দুজনের একসাথে দেখা একটাই স্বপ্ন একইভাবে ভাঙ্গা যায়। মাঝে মাঝে কাজের মধ্যে আনন্দ খুঁজে নিতে আমি হয়ে যাই বলিউডের সালমান খান কিংবা ঢালিউডের ডিপজল চৌধুরী। এই চুরি কইরা অন্যের জীবনযাপন করার সবচেয়ে মজার অভিজ্ঞতাটা হইল এক পুলিশের পোশাক পইরা চোর থেকে পুলিশ বনে যাওয়া যায় আর নিজেকে নিজে এই বইলা সান্ত্বনা দেওয়া যায়, বাবু সারা জীবন এই সূত্রটা না ভুলিস, মানুষ মাত্রই কখনো চোর কখনো বাসে পুলিশ। হ্যালো, ইন্সপেক্টর নাজিমুদ্দৌলা বলছি। মালা 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 শোনো শোনো শোনো, আমি ধরছি, বলো। আমার পকেটে 20 টাকাও নাই, অথচ আমি মালার জন্য মোবাইল পছন্দ করি, মোবাইল মার্কেট ঘুইরা ঘুরে, যদিও জানি না মোবাইল কেনার টাকাটা কই থেকে আসবে। এইরকম দুঃখে কবিরা নীরব হয়ে যায় আর আমার হয় উল্টা। আমি মনে মনে বলি, হায় রে মালা, তোকে দেখলেই কমে যায় হৃদয়ের জ্বালা, অপেক্ষায় আছি তোমাকে করব এমন কাবু, প্রেমে পাগল হয়ে সারাদিন শুধু ডাকবা বাবু বাবু বাবু।
Tú Thanh Hóa được không? mình rục lui ơi. AD 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 không flexible à? Kêu được Quyên ra chim của anh và xem kêu được Quyên này. Bye bye anh em nhé. Đấy, hay giờ này hay là chim không? Chỉ vậy. Rồi nói sai đâu, ra cái chim này. Ai trở lại em mới F5D à? Rồi vô. Cuối cùng hiện gì này? Ôi rồi, đây à? Quay em vậy. Căng cửa. Quay. Ôi giời anh sao giờ dính này? Đấy, có điện rồi. Bữa đấy nhỉ? Bữa đấy. Không đúng à? Làm chi tay bố đen. Cái chuột nó đi em làm chi tay đẹp. Bỏ chim nhằm BD à? Với bố bố là trách người kia ấy. Quần đầu lách bách đầu lờ xin cái chuột nó rồi. Nhiều quá. Lùi. Mà cơ sang ấy, tao. Uầy. Về đấy nhờ. Về đấy mày xong. Hai đồ ngoan. Rồi mấy ảnh bên kia. Mà mình có sắp chết rồi mà. Mình đéo xả tiền con hai con này lên thì nó sẽ 6 ra chứ, lên 6 rồi bình thường. Đồ đeo quá. Amu đéo chết cơ. Amu đéo chết à? Hài vãi. Amu dây chuyền tự lực và giáp siêu linh ạ. Chôn đéo chịu. Bất tử à? Con này mà lên Amu 3 là bất tử đấy. Cùng chung à? Dây chuyền tự lực và giáp siêu linh à? Bật đèn nhỉ. Rồi lại cái đồ à? À, 3 đồ ăn không? Nhớ được. Hai con đánh tam chính đéo có đồ luôn. Mà Amu đéo chết, Amu 2 em đéo bất tử đấy. Amu của ta gần như là đéo chết rồi. Nó vẫn hồi máu thôi, mất bao nhiêu anh. Bất tử broccoli ơi. Bất tử broccoli ơi. Ê mày chồng. À. Biết không? Mày thích biết không? Mày thích biết không? Mày thích biết không? Mày biết. Ô. Chắc à. Hy vọng thì làm gì để thất vọng qua. Hy vọng nhiều thì thất vọng nhiều. Hy vọng nhiều thất vọng nhiều. Nhanh này. Nhiều đồ quá. Amu ác quỷ nhất tao từng thấy. Hồi máu nhá. Máu này. Hồi máu. Lích này. Giả sử làm chưa? Này rất buồn. Thôi thì anh chúc em thành công trên con đường học vấn à? Anh chúc em thành công trên con đường học vấn à? Cái sự sỉ nhục không? Không cố được 0.5 nữa. Muốn nhục không là min rồi. Đấy, cô nói trả lời được là muốn nhục không rồi. Quý đâu mà trả lời được vẫn được 2 chấm với 3 chấm. Hay lắm rồi, hay lắm, 5 chấm. Rồi anh. Thật cơ. Hỏng à Phú. Thế giờ vẫn thể chơi mà. Giờ vẫn thể chơi mà Quang. Ai à. Sự thật thì vẫn là sự thật à? sao ấy? Cái gì? Phải chưa? À, đi tù. Mày đi tù. Gì? Mày đi tù. Nó bảo mày đi tù. Xong rồi phải ám oán bất tử rồi. Tao mua hồi bao nhiêu máu ấy. Chắc mày chưa trả tiền đi.